Dear artists, if you do not have this one thing in your life, I want to encourage you right now, commit to the next however many minutes this video is, so that you can gain this one thing and thrive as an artist. What's up, my people? Welcome back. So very glad you're here. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. It's a beautiful day. We are almost in what feels like fall here in Texas. Still hot in the afternoons, man. Still got sad looking plants that no matter how much I water, they still look sad. But it's okay. Now today I want to talk about the one thing that if I could give you as an artist, as a Catholic creative, if I could give you this one thing, I really believe it would make your whole creative experience better. And at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about how to take this one thing and practically cultivate it in your life so that it becomes a permanent part of your creative practice. Now, all my artists, all my free spirits, all my beautiful creative people, I'm going to tell you what that one thing is. And I need you to not panic. I need you to not throw metaphorical rotten tomatoes in my direction. Because that one thing that you need is discipline. I know, I hear the screaming and the wailing and the gnashing of teeth. Because for us as artists, man, discipline is the broccoli of life. Nobody wants to eat it. Nobody wants to make that a permanent part of their everyday. But I cannot tell you how much better I am as an artist because I've cultivated discipline. You know, recently I've been listening to a podcast from Andrew Huberman and his guest DJ Shipley. DJ Shipley is a retired Navy SEAL Tier 1 operator. And I've listened to a lot of guys like this: Chad Wright, DJ Shipley, Cam Haynes, Jocko, all of these hyper successful, disciplined people who come from a world where I as an artist do not come from. And I find the more I listen to these highly disciplined men, the better I become as an artist, which seems almost counterintuitive because most people think artists are incapable of discipline. I don't think that's true. I think most artists just haven't been equipped and empowered to make discipline a regular part of their life. Because it is antithetical, at least it feels antithetical, to the creative process. I have to be open to the world around me. And that's true. As an artist, you do need to be open to the world around you. But you also need discipline. I really believe that discipline is the thing that sets most highly successful artists apart from the rest of the creative world. Because discipline is the thing that allows for creativity to flourish. Jocko says all the time, discipline equals freedom. I want to take that and turn it into discipline equals creativity. Because here's what happens when you have discipline in your life. If you become a disciplined creative, you no longer have to think about, must be an artist dog. He is lamenting the need for discipline. So when, as an artist, you cultivate discipline in your practice, what happens is that the energy you need in order to sit down and start doing the stuff can be taken and applied to the creative practice rather than trying to apply that energy to just making the practice happen. See, discipline puts all of the right structures in place so that you don't have to think about the how, when, and where. You don't have to think about what brush, what thing, what stuff. You can just sit down and make. The more disciplined you are, I argue, the more creative you will be. And I personally know that to be true. There was a point in my life where I leaned so much on creativity that I did not lean into discipline. And my work was okay, it's not bad, but there was a radical shift where I realized I needed to take my creative practice more seriously, and I started cultivating discipline. I am going to sit down at this time every day and I'm going to do this thing for this long. I'm going to make this many pieces. I'm going to commit to this. And when I became more disciplined as a human, I became more creative as an artist. And I think that is true for just about every creative out there. Now, if you're highly successful as an artist and you are thriving in your art practice and you are completely undisciplined, I would love to hear from you in the comments. But I think for the rest of us, the more we cultivate discipline, the more our freedom can expand and become life-giving and become easier. So how do you do that? How do you cultivate discipline? Number one, get up at the same time every day. Doesn't matter how you feel. I get up at 4 a.m. every morning because there is a block of time that I need in order to do the physical, mental, spiritual things that I need to do to cultivate my soul, so that later when it's time to be creative, I'm primed and ready. The whole unit is good to go and I am running headlong, full steam ahead into my creative practice. And you'll be amazed at how simple just that one little disciplined act is. Get up every day at the same time, bar none, unless you are deathly sick. I have to be running a fever or sick enough that I should be running a fever in order to not get up at 4 a.m. in the morning. Number two, have a designated creative practice time. Have a designated creative practice time. What time of day, what day are you going to sit down and make your work? Every day. Be committed to that every day. I have 2 times every day that I am committed to sitting down and making the work. And it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I'm there for 5 minutes. Doesn't matter if I'm there for 500 minutes. That would be an incredible feat, to sit down and make art for 500 minutes straight. That'd be crazy. But the point is, it doesn't matter how long I'm there. I'm committed to sitting down at the same time every day. Now, that does flux a tiny bit because I have kids and sometimes my kids have needs that I could not have planned for, but that window doesn't shift very much. And if it has to shift because there's a need that my kids have, I'm still committed to sitting down as soon as I have taken care of that need. Commit to sitting down. There's a small slip of paper in my studio space that says 5 minutes is better than no minutes. It would be better for you to sit down every day at the exact same time and make art for 5 minutes than it would be if you wait for the right time. If you're waiting for the right time, you're not going to sit down and make art. And those creative energies that you could have had access to when you sat down to make are no longer available because you're waiting for them to happen. Don't wait for inspiration. Take charge of the moment. Sit down and make stuff. And then lastly, what are the little things throughout your day that you have control over that you can do in a disciplined way? My food, my nutrition, disciplined. My wake up time, disciplined. My exercise, disciplined. My sleep, disciplined. Everything is structured and ordered so that all of the things that could cause a hiccup in my day are as controlled as possible so that I don't have to think about those things. I can think about being creative. All of my energy gets poured out into my creative practice, not in ordering my day because my day is already ordered. And if I've learned anything from all these Navy SEAL operator, top tier performers, like all of these guys out there, if I've learned anything, it is that if I will take a disciplined approach to the little things in my life, I will have infinitely more creative energy when it's time to sit down and make art. So if you're out there and you're struggling with that, pick one of those things that I said in the video. Implement one of them. That would be amazing. Start with one. Get up at the same time every day. Or have a dedicated time where you sit down to make art. Doesn't matter how you feel. Doesn't matter what's going on around you. Sit down, make art. Don't wait to feel right. Just make it right. If you'll do some of these things, you'll be able to do more of these things. And the more disciplined you become, the more creative you become. I believe that wholeheartedly. I hope that is helpful. I hope that empowers you and equips you to go out and make better work. To be disciplined so that you can be more creative. I'm not disciplined for the sake of discipline. although that's nice. I'm disciplined because I want to be a better artist. And I think if you want to be a better artist, you have to be disciplined. Take that, run with it. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching the whole video. Put something in the comments if you want to. Great. I forgot what the thing was that I was gonna say. Like, subscribe, share this. Like, if there's an artist in your life, you know somebody creative, share this video with them so that hopefully they can cultivate a richer creative practice because they've become more disciplined. Have an awesome rest of your day. Until I see you next time, keep climbing.